Hey there folks, Chumpesque here bringing another audio commentary, and today we have an extra special dual commentary with me and SBK, so say hello SBK.
Alright, hi European and Chumpesque fans, and my name is SBK. I think all my subscribers have subscribed to you, and so I'm not gonna bother with them. but
Yeah, just get rid of them.
yeah, just go play StarCraft 2. Anyway, this is between
Good advice to all of SBK's subscribers, stop paying attention to Warcraft 3.
yes, play StarCraft 2 day for SBK. Uh, anyway, this is between Rain and Lucifer, and Lucifer has been around for like before before I was born, pretty much. Uh, and
Well, yeah, he's such an old school player, isn't he?
yeah, he's been around. Like I think he was around during the first WCG, wasn't he?
Probably, I mean, he's certainly, like, he was playing long before I was ever interested in Warcraft 3, and I got on the bandwagon pretty early, so... like he's such an old school player, such a fun player as well. Especially since he started playing again, he's just been playing the old school strategies, which is so fun to watch. But meanwhile, it looks like we have a Fart here coming out for Rain. Very interesting choice there. Obviously, Rain an undead player normally, so I think probably going to be playing. You'd imagine he'd be playing it for the Blade Master, playing Orc. But apparently he's willing to play these diverse strategies. Perhaps against fiends. What do you think about that?
Man, I really don't know if because you can harass easier with the Blade Master easily. Getting other people players' head a little bit easier. But Farseer is pretty effective counter early fiends, and apparently we're not going to see any fiends anytime soon because we haven't seen a graveyard yet. So I really don't know what this is supposed to be. I think. This is not a Banshee build for sure, because Banshee build you needed 4 ghouls. This is not a Lich Tower Rush either, because
yeah, for that you need a Lich. But yeah, I think it's quite interesting. I mean, I really love Lucifer's base build. It's so compact and so functional, and you can see exactly where he wants his next cigarettes to go, exactly how he's going to defend his base against any possible harassment. I think it's really a strong base build. And again, very interesting choices here from Lucifer, getting this backpack early as well. Do you think that's just going to be used for skeletons, or do you think he's going to try and make more use of it throughout the game?
I think it has to be skeletons, skeleton staffs. But what else could it be? For sacrificial skull too.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many items that the undead needs to buy through the course of the game that obviously you can use it for more, but you really imagine if you were trying to carry like an orb and then he lost to that. That would
Especially
be
against a
so
Farseer.
terrible.
If you lose your orb to a Farseer.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be as bad as losing it to a Blade Master. Can you imagine a Blade Master with an orb, or a Orb of Corruption? But yeah, it looks like Rain actually going to hit level 2 and then probably going to go straight into Lucifer's base. Meanwhile, Lucifer is teching up, so Rain definitely going to try and kill some of those acolytes. Getting those early acolyte kills are so amazing. They just really stop the gold mining happening. And looks like that is what he's doing.
that's one of the bad things about it. Oh yeah, have you seen my account? I have some undead base blocking video tutorials on my account, and this is one of the things I talk about in those videos, because heroes can't get in it, but small units can. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Lucifer cancels his tech to rebuild his acolytes. That's a sign of a very effective harassment.
Yeah.
Really a fantastic
Slow the
early
tech
game now
and
for
the
Rain.
and the economy.
Yeah, just so look how far along Rain's tech is, and Lucifer's hasn't even started yet. He's still rebuilding that second acolyte. He is so far behind. This is such a fantastic start for Rain. Just obviously tech is so important for the undead, especially considering they normally want to basically go straight to tier 3. Nice creep.
Fucking bro, you know what you said?
Yeah.
Are these? I'm pretty sure both of them are Korean, right?
Yeah, but I mean they type in English. Yeah, why
All
not?
right. Anyway, finally, Undead started taking to tier 2. Oh my god! I think if you cancel your tier 2 tech, you lose one fourth of the cost, isn't it?
Yeah, you lose some money, and a very nice surround there though by Lucifer getting that grunt surround. Certainly he's still behind, but grunts are so important to an orc. especially when you're going for a Farseer build. That it's that's pretty nice for Lucifer, who is actually producing now a graveyard and a second crypt. Really weird play here from Lucifer.
We can rule mass ghouls out of this equation. um,
yeah. I mean, obviously, sort of crazy fiends and staying at tier 2 would sort of work, but like for that, basically, I think Lucifer would need to not get a lich, not get a slaughterhouse, just to afford all that. So really weird.
I
play
think
here from Lucifer.
also from Rain, he picked up a Naga Sea Witch. I think, correct me if I'm wrong. I think Naga Sea Witch has the lowest HP as a level 1 hero. Keeper's Grove has 500 out of the altar.
What's the Fire Lord starting hit
God,
points?
you're right.
It's really low. It's like 450 or 475.
Right.
It's super low. Yeah. Anyways, obviously, I think Rain's feeling quite confident now. He got that tech cancel kill, or that tech cancel, and so now he feels that he can sort of go on the offensive a bit, I guess. He's going for dual bestiary, which suggests actually he's going to be going for a Wyvern build. Actually, no, he's going for Raiders. Quite an interesting choice there.
You know what? I don't know if Rain knows the 2 crypts are coming, because if he sees 2 crypts, either mass ghouls or mass... it's not going to be mass ghouls, so it's going to be mass fiends or mass gargoyles. And Raiders can counter gargoyles and fiends, kind of, right? So
yeah. I mean, you don't. There are better things to have than just mass Raiders against fiends, and obviously Raiders are actually pretty nice against gargoyles. But having those 2 bestiaries is just nice against the gargoyle threat, anyways. But looks like actually Rain gonna continue to creep out here. This Farseer, you do sort of want to be putting on pressure. You don't want to be too passive, because the Farseer doesn't get so much better as he levels, as opposed to some heroes like the Death Knight, actually, which gets so much better as he levels. And actually, now that he's level 3, this is actually putting Lucifer in quite a good position now. Meanwhile, Lucifer going for gargoyles. Really interesting play here. He's going to need to be so tremendously careful about Bat Riders.
Bat Riders and getting there focused.
Yes, yeah. It's such an old school strategy from Lucifer. I'm really happy he's going for something like this. I mean, it's just such classic Lucifer to be playing really old school strategies. And actually, look at Lucifer in his base. He's put up 2 towers, a Spirit Tower and a Nerubian Tower, clearly worried about more harassment. He couldn't afford to cancel his attack again. And Lucifer now getting a Shade as well. Like, getting a Shade against a Farseer is quite an interesting choice, don't you think?
Not useless, because you can use your skeletons to scout, but I don't really know about that Shade.
Yeah, I think it's a weird choice. I mean, obviously the big investment is the Sacrificial Pit, which isn't even that much. Perhaps what Lucifer is actually worried about is a sort of a base race from mass fiends. And obviously the Sacrificial Pit is an amazing sort of blocker. It's really cheap and it's really high hit points. So maybe he just wanted to use it as a bit of a blocker to keep
or
Rain out
he
of his
could
face.
have Boneyard in playing future.
Yes, he could, but he's still only tier 2, so it would be a very long ways off. And generally, you just want to get it a bit later. But it looks like Lucifer has now scouted out these Wind Riders coming out for Rain, so an interesting transition, getting those couple Raiders first, which are obviously amazing for Ensnare, and then at that point you get all the focusing damage of the Wind Riders, and it looks like actually Lucifer scouting out this expansion from Rain, and one skeleton trying to take it down by himself, doesn't quite manage it, but these gargoyles are now Lucifer.
Lich!
I don't think his range got it. Oh yeah, Lich needs to get out of the range of that Ensnare. I don't think Lucifer's actually had his gargoyles scouted actually until right now, and so we'll probably see some retaliatory Bat Riders coming out pretty soon. But until then, these gargoyles are so amazing at taking down Wyvern. Even though they're half the food, they just take them down so quickly.
I think
so nice
gargoyles is the undead designated anti-air unit.
Gargoyles are the anti-air unit. Yeah, well, I mean, traditionally, but not against Orc. I mean, you have to use web or something like that to instead. But it looks like actually that really nice Naga kill combined with some of these grunt kills, actually putting Lucifer in a pretty decent position. Although as soon as we start to see these first Bat Riders come out, that's really going to cause trouble. And 2 Bat Riders actually on the way, and a third one queued up for Rain, and that could spell problems now for Lucifer, who... Is he tier 3 yet? No, he's still technically tier 3, so he definitely won't have Stone Form. Obviously Stone Form are really
He's
fun thing
researching
to use against
web
Bat
as
Riders.
well, so we're gonna see some Fiend Micro, just web the Bat Rider focus down like.
Yes, that must be his plan, but you think he's going to need to get out some Fiends at some point to do that. And he only has 1 Fiend being produced at the moment, and so I think he's going to need to have some spectacular micro, which undoubtedly he has anyways. But it looks like actually he's going to be getting his Lich level 2 as well, which is very nice for him. Meanwhile, I think Rain has a very nice army. It's pretty much all air apart from his 1 grunt there and his heroes. The Naga will be back very, very soon. And at that point, I think Rain's probably going to be looking for a fight. He doesn't want to give too much time for Lucifer to transition around too much. And so these 4 Bat Riders are going to be so effective against these gargoyles.
Did you see? Did you see Rain cancel his 3-card expansion?
Yes, yeah, he did.
Yeah, I think
lots
he
of
just
skeletons
finally
were
gave up
harassing
on
it.
it.
Yeah, but it looks like Lucifer actually gonna be so wary of these Bat Riders, gonna be leaving his gargoyles behind while he sort of scouts out with the rest of his army, just using web there. Really nice.
Oh yeah, you're
micro
right.
here by
And it looks
Lucifer,
like the
actually.
Fiends don't. I don't think Fiends had burrow. Oh, they do. Never mind.
Oh yeah, they do. Very, very nice play there by Lucifer. Just sort of webbing and then burrowing, so obnoxious. There's nothing that Rain can do about it unless he goes buy some dust, which is certainly a possibility for him, and it'd probably be worth it because his ensnare and then web and then burrow is so obnoxious.
But
And
if he-
Lucifer finally loses 1 Fiend.
If Rain does, you can see the
doing a
shade
good
as well.
Chunk of damage. Yes, yeah, certainly. But I
Right.
think the shade isn't going to be too high a priority in this actual battle. Be more of a priority later on. But looks like Lucifer actually losing a couple Fiends here, because obviously you can't burrow when ensnared. So but look at this. He just constantly unburrows, picks webs a Bat Rider and then burrows again. And looks like actually Lucifer taking a lot of damage, being forced to TP out, and actually going to take out this one last Bat Rider as well, but losing a Fiend. So I'm a bit surprised by Lucifer there, not using his gargoyles to maybe creep out the corner camps, creep out those dragons. Would have been a nice thing to do during that fight. But
Someone should
certainly
have
he had
told
a
him
lot
he's
else on
playing
his
on
plate
Secret
at the
Valley,
same
not
time.
Twisted Meadows. but still, the
Yeah.
gargoyles. Oh man, they just don't have the damage output to match the orc army, and he got a Fiend trap in the back.
Yeah, he's having to sell his tower. That's really painful for him. Because he'll have to rebuild a ziggurat and probably want a spirit tower as well, because those are so important when an undead or when an orc goes for wind riders against you. And it looks like actually Lucifer coming in here. No Bat Riders currently out for Rain, so this could be quite bad for him. And actually, a couple Bat Riders coming from the south now. Will he get the kills
Stormform!
off on these gargoyles? Lucifer will hopefully spread them out. Ooh, actually no. He's at least he saved 3 of them, and he can now bring them back into the battle, and he can probably get off at least a couple kills here, taking a lot of damage. Obviously, there is that that health fountain just to heal up. And look at those gargoyles taking out Bat Riders.
Man.
Such a nice thing to see.
Yeah, I just saw that. Anyway, I think the reason that Rain didn't reveal those Bat Riders that he wants to see where the gargoyles are, and then. If you notice, those Bat Riders were in the middle of the map, like right on top of the cavern. That's why he just put them there until he sees where the gargoyles are, so he can go after them.
Yes, yeah, I think certainly that's correct. But at the same time, you think it's better just to have them with your army, because you're never or the most likely place where you're going to need some Bat Riders is when you're being attacked by gargoyles, and the only time you're going to be attacked by gargoyles is when it's at your army.
Yeah.
So it looks like an attack now coming in. Will we see Burrow here from Lucifer? That could be really useful. Oh, but dust being used, and now Lucifer going to lose these 2 Fiends probably. This is not good for Lucifer at all. He does have the web down, and he is getting a spirit tower as well, and that will do a whole bunch of damage to these Wyvern. and really get a force Rain to get
Yep.
out of here. I think, especially
Rain's better
considering
off
his
just
army's
TP,
coming
but
back
if
as well
why
now.
he's not, I have no idea. Maybe now he TPs.
There's the